Good evening and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please do hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay. I wanted to talk about allegedly Moneybag Yo is in Stupid Duke's paperwork. Now, I had one of my subscribers to send me 91 pages and I got caught up. I have not read it yet, but I wanted to go on and do a video on it because it's something that I had been speculating about, anyways, right? Um, just with all of the beef and all of that going on, right? Now, we all know that Stupid Duke was arrested. Okay, Stupid Duke was arrested, and I was able to look it up. He is in the feds. He was arrested by the feds, and he was arrested for drug paraphernalia. Okay, possession with intent to sell, and it had in the paper, it had in the warrant because he was arrested on a federal warrant. It was for fentanyl. Of course, on the federal website, it says that, of course, a lot of stuff is sealed. Although, I did mention in the live this morning, Stupid Duke's attorneys would be able to get his paperwork and pass that on to him so that he could see who was in his paperwork. So, Stupid Duke will be privy to that. So, if someone has sent me 91 pages, I am going to look at it. Of course, Stupid Duke, he using the phone, or his attorneys might have a rapport with some other dudes that are out on the street. Hey, they may have passed that paperwork along, right, to some of those people that he wanted them to pass it along to. Of course, Stupid Duke's sister, I'm hearing that it was his sister that was arrested, and a few more people, right? And so they are alleging that, Moneybag Yo, okay, street news, Memphis street news. Okay, I did play the video earlier. Is alleging that someone with the initials DW that owns a record label, okay, had been cooperating with the police and complained on him. Right. Um. Hey, I don't think it's that far fetched. Okay. We know that they have been going back and forth now, and this thinking about what Big 30 said. Big 30 alleged when he and Moneybag was into it about a month ago, allegedly he said that he was being extorted. Okay, he was being extorted, and so you have to understand. I think I said this the other day. When people fear you, okay, when people fear you, they tend to do things behind the scenes to eliminate you. We know that Stupid Duke and Moneybag and Big 30 and them have been into it. Of course, Moneybag says that Big 30 and Stupid Duke and them were into it by way of the situation with Moneybag, okay? And there's been some unfortunate things that happened in that beef. I really hate that it happened. People allegedly have lost their lives, women and all of that, because we know that they are alleging, okay, that because of the situation with Stupid Duke and Big Moneybag and Big 30 and them, his child's mother allegedly lost her life. That within itself is the lowest of the low. I think I've put a lot of emphasis on that. I spoke about that this morning. I've been speaking about it forever. Okay, that's the lowest of the low. If you got an issue with a man, you go and you take it out on that man. You don't wait until you see a woman stop at a red light and you see women and children in that car and you hit that woman. You lay on that man, right? You're going to shoot into a car and you don't know who's in there. Okay, to me, that's just crazy on a whole nother level, right? Or you don't care about who is in there, okay? Because it could be babies or anything. But to me, that was just a cowardice move on a whole nother level, okay? But they're alleging that Moneybag is in his paperwork. Like I said, it's not that far-fetched. Because as I was saying before, the young guys need to understand that these dudes are not playing fair. I know a lot of these young dudes, they take a lot of pride in talking about they sticking to the street code. Okay, That's what I've been stressing for over a year now. These people playing different. They're not playing fair. They don't care about the street code. They just want the little dudes that they have to do their dirt in the street to stick to the street code and not tell on them. But they don't care about the street codes, right? So of course I can believe that. I can believe that. As a matter of fact, when it happened, I believed it. I said it. I believe that it was them. These dudes are not playing fair. If you go back to Young Dolph had said that in a video, one of his old videos, he said, "Yo Gotti, they're saying that you put the police on me." Okay, they was doing it to Young Dolph. Why wouldn't they do it to Stupid Duke? They look at Stupid Duke as being an enemy and a problem. They feel like he's got too much power at this point, and they fear him. And if they feel like if they can start to dismantle the head, okay, everything else can crumble. But see, you know, that's what they thought with Young Dolph. They thought if they took Young Dolph out, that Young Dolph's label would start to crumble, but it just made a lot of the young men within that label rise up. They ended up rising to the occasion, and then it was like other young men started to attach to that, right? It seems like to me it kind of made them stronger. So yeah, I can believe that. I believe they want Stupid Duke out the way. And I did read on that federal site that it's an ongoing investigation. So a lot of what they're doing is sealed. So according to the paperwork that I read, to not jeopardize an investigation. So I can believe that there's a RICO going on. It's still an ongoing investigation. I do believe that BEO Lil Kenny is a target. Now it's funny because I was thinking about BEO Lil Kenny. I thought about what Rest in Peace Young Dolph had put into my chat the other day. So what I did was I asked him to elaborate on what he meant about their blackballing BEO Kenny. Because remember now, when BEO Lil Kenny got out, BEO Lil Kenny was blazing, okay? He was in the halfway house. I see BEO Lil Kenny with his daughter. He seems to be happy to be able to spend time with his child, to be able to take her shopping, to let her get whatever it is she wants. He seems to have a lot of discipline, mind, body, and soul. Hey, you see him working out and stuff. That's mind over matter. Okay, so there's some discipline there, which means he has the ability to go far. I watch the mind discipline of people. Okay, yeah, BEO Kenny is definitely a threat. Okay, we know that BEO Kenny and Stupid Duke was pretty close. All they want to do is split them up, right? That's what they want to do. BEO Kenny, I think they fear the success of BEO Kenny more than even they fear Stupid Duke, because it seems like with this group of people, the only thing that they really fear is competition. You got to die, okay? Just like Young Dolph, if you dare be successful, okay? Because we know that that's what all it was about as it relates to Young Dolph. Everybody in Memphis knows it. Everybody in Memphis says it, okay? They knew it from the very beginning, okay? So yeah, I mean, I can believe that. I can believe that. I can believe that Moneybagg Yo and them and his crew, not just him. I think it's a group effort. Would definitely put the folks on them, put the you know, and in order for them to know what Stupid Duke is doing, it would have to be somebody that sits on the fence. That's what I always say about them fence riders. I can't stand a fence rider, and one of the reasons why I'm not forgiving is because when people are wishy-washy, those are very dangerous people. When they show me one time, okay, as far as being wishy-washy, they don't ever get another time to show me, okay? Because I don't want nothing else to do with them. Wishy-washy people and people that sit on the fence, okay, are dangerous. I always say them fence riders ride the fence and they'll get you messed off. They'll get you taken up out of here. Some people a lot of people are so complacent. They've just sat on the fence their whole life. They're so complacent with sitting on the fence, they got splinters up their ass, okay? That's what they do. They ride the fence and play two ends against the middle. Okay. And it takes me back to what Cypress said some time back about Mob Shad. Now, I didn't know Mob Shad, but I always thought about the key words that Moneybagg said when it's certain things that stick out in my head. And that statement was one when he was saying 30 was talking about you mess with Mob Shad, he still mess with them. And he said Mob Shad has already proven his loyalty to me. That was like a month ago. So how did he prove his loyalty? Because these folks is going at it like cats and dogs. So with them, when people getting taken out, it ain't easy. You can't sit on the fence. Okay, I like what the Bible says when the Bible says you can't love two masters. You gonna either love one and hate the other. Okay. And so what's happening is people are playing like they love them both, but they secretly hating the other one. Okay, and somebody getting the short end of the stick. And I would think Mob Shad seems to Moneybagg seems to present him with a lot of opportunities. Okay, he riding around on airplanes, he got big chains and stuff like that. So it seems like to me that tipping scale is going to tilt more towards Moneybagg Yo. Okay, that's just how it is. It ain't no way for him to just be neutral. Because it's too much blood has been lost in those relationships. He can't do it. It can't happen. Okay. It can't happen. I ain't no street person, and I know that. Because me, myself, even in not being a street person, if I had a tumultuous relationship like Moneybagg and Stupid Duke and them had, and I had a friend that was in the middle, I would push her on over to the other side, because that relationship has gotten deadly. You can't sit on the fence. I've lost some blood, so you dangerous. And they still out to get me. You dangerous, so you would be the gate, right? You sit on the gate, which means you can unlock the gate to me, to have access to me. So I'm gonna have to go and push you on over on the other side. Okay. So anyways, yeah, I lost my train of thought with my puppies playing and fighting. Remy, what's that? Let me see. What is that? But anyways, you guys, that's what I wanted to talk about. I am going to read that paperwork, though. You know, like I said, I just got home. I got caught up out. And I just walked in like 30 minutes ago. But I did want to talk about that. Yeah, I believe it. I do believe it. I believe that Jizzle and Kenny Money, well, definitely Jizzle, of course. But I think they feel like if they can get BEO, if they can get Stupid Duke, and they feel like they've already gotten Stupid Duke, they have to figure out a way to try to slow walk Kenny Money, because they got to figure out a way to get around Daddy-O, right? They feel like if they can get all of them tied up, then you know, they can stop the, you know, they feel like Jizzle and them would be easier access to get. All they want to do is start dismantling people, right? Just like they did. It ain't their strategy is no different than how they did with Young Dolph. We're going after Young Dolph. Number one, we want to stop his greatness, and then we want to stop his vision, and everything else is going to crumble. And it didn't go the way that they wanted it to go. Nothing goes the way that they want it to go, and this ain't gonna go the way that they want it to go. Okay, so this right here should be a lesson to a lot of the young dudes that they tell, man, you stick by the street code, this and that. These folks been talking to the folks. That's what they've been doing it. Let me tell y'all something. Don't let these people fool y'all. 80% of people, 80% of these dudes that claim that they don't talk to the police do. A lot of times they try to do it off of record. Okay, 80% of them do. 80% of the people that go to the feds, that's 8 out of every 10 people. 7 to 8 people they're going to tell. And I think I'll take the number higher as it relates to MPD. And oftentimes the time is not even as much as in the feds. Almost 100% of the people cooperate with MPD, or they find, because there are ways to call in and tell stuff. like Crime Stoppers and be anonymous. They just do it anonymously. Almost 100% of the people. Okay. The ones that be sitting up talking about ain't no snitch, they put that in the song. That's for these little dudes to keep crashing out for them. It ain't what they practicing in real life. I can promise you that. But anyways, I'm gonna read the paperwork. I don't know, so I have to say allegedly. But when it happened, I felt that it was them, and I still believe it. They have a way of celebrating whenever they do something. Even though they supposedly made all this money, they still just as simple as the day is long, creating all of this chaos in the city of Memphis. That label single-handedly, and the affiliates have single-handedly did this, and they took their ass and leave, and then these young dudes are left behind to suffer the repercussions. Okay, I'm gonna scream on every rooftop every chance I get that this stuff gotta stop. Okay, this stuff gotta stop. They're not the ones, they don't even care about the little dudes that they are sending out. I don't understand how they feel like it's okay, or you bossing up by saying, I don't have to get my hands dirty. I'll get somebody's little son to do it. How would these niggas feel if it was their sons? What kind of boss is that? That ain't no boss. That's a damn fool that's creating chaos and war in the poor communities. They even worse than the damn what they would call the white people. Says the white people ain't doing that, these niggas doing it, that think they got some money. The same hoods that they came up in and the people supported they no good asses. They sending all of this war right back to. All of this mayhem and genocide, and got no issues with it. Okay, we know that, you know, that label has no issues, and their affiliates with doing it with messing with women. Because look at what they did to Stupid Duke's baby's mother. Anytime you could take a woman out, you would do anything. Anytime you can go messing with a woman, you would do anything. You can't even be trusted. Okay? You can't be trusted. You would take your own family member out. Okay? But anyways, yes, I do. I believe, okay, that Stupid Duke in them, I believe it. I hadn't even read it yet. And I'm being honest, I haven't looked at it yet, but I believe it because I felt it. When I heard it happen, I felt it was them. And I kept saying they playing a different game. Jizzle and them are gonna have to just get into doing their rap and stuff and clean house and be great. Okay? Because it ain't more so that they fear them physically. They fear their rise and their greatness. That's the only thing them folks over there fear on that label, child. Greatness, which is something they can't stop. Okay? But anyways, you guys, that's all I wanted to talk about. Okay? I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.